Well, welcome to some selected Psalms. Today we're in Psalm 13. It's a psalm that was probably written by King David when he was being hunted down by King Saul. In verses 1 and 2, we see his despair. "O Lord, how long will you forget me? Forever?" David is feeling forsaken by God. He feels separated. He is the next appointed king, but yet Saul, the former king, is not recognizing his kingship. How long will you look the other way? It's like the dark night of the soul. He's going through some hard times and he's questioning God's plan. Verse 2. How long must I struggle with anguish in my soul, with sorrow in my heart every day? How long will my enemy have the upper hand? And this is a question that all of us face sometimes. Lord, how long? How long? How long? How long? How long are you going to put up with injustice? How long are you going to allow these trials, testings, and tribulations to be in my life? How long? But verse 1 and 2, his despair turns into a desire for God to respond. Verse 3. Turn and answer me, O Lord my God. Restore the sparkle to my eyes, or I will die. In the King James Version, it says, I will sleep the sleep of death. Sleep is also a metaphor for death. Don't let my enemies gloat, saying, we have defeated him. Don't let them rejoice at my downfall. So his desire is that God will answer and that justice will come and that God will take care of his enemies and that he will not feel abandoned in these trying times that he is going through. It's something I think we can all relate to. When we're going through the dark night of the soul and we don't feel the presence of God, it doesn't mean that God is not with us. We just do not feel his presence. God is working even when we don't see it. God is moving even when we don't feel it. And we must trust him even in the dark nights of the soul. So his despair turns into desire. And then in the final verses, we see the deliverance. Notice in verse 5 and verse 6. But I trust in your unfailing love. I will rejoice because you have rescued me. I will sing to the Lord because he is good to me. His despair has turned into joyful deliverance. Trust through the troubled times. If you're going through a dark night of the soul, if you're going through a troubling time in your life, trust God in the midst of troubling times. May God bless you and may God keep you.